I can get these bitches out of here. Hey, it's the disembodied voice of Sue in the restricted section. Today I wanted to do a bookshelf tour. This is the little bookshelf. I'll pan down so maybe you can see all of it. It's just a little bookshelf that I keep beside my filming area. It's just got 3 shelves. I got it at a thrift store. That's where I buy most of my bookshelves because you can get really sturdy bookshelves that won't, like, the shelves won't bow in like this cheap shit you buy in stores a lot of times. And they're really cheap. These are all of my read books. I just recently separated my read books from my unread books and moved them in here, with the exception of some of my series like Lord of the Rings, the Harry Potter series, and the Lunar Chronicles. Those are all still in the other room. If you see any books here that you would maybe want to see me talk about on the channel sometime, let me know and I can certainly do that. I thought I'd start here at the top. You can see I've got like an Alice in Wonderland theme going on. I love Alice in Wonderland. Right here on the left, I just have like a random alarm clock. It doesn't work. Behind that is my TBR jar, which you might notice is a new jar. That's because my cat broke the old one. Then to the right, I have a little white rabbit coin bank. And in front of that is my little teacup that, let me get it close to the camera. It says Floozy on it. Susie the Floozy. Megan and I made these just for funsies. And my handle is broken on mine because, again, my bitch-ass cat knocked it off the shelf and broke it, and I don't know where one of the pieces went, or I would glue it back together, but I need to find it. It was here somewhere. And then behind that I have this beautiful, I believe it's watercolor painting that Adam from Memento Mori made me because I won his 500 subscriber giveaway. I love it. It's gorgeous. I need to find a better frame for it. This was just one I had lying around, and it's a little rough, but I haven't found a frame for it I like yet, so it's in there for now. And then those were setting atop the books. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll, and The Annotated Alice by Lewis Carroll, edited by Martin Gardner, and expanded and updated by Mark Burstein, or Burstein. Alright, so now let's go to the second shelf. I had to get a little creative with how to put the books on here because the shelf really wasn't big enough. But we'll start with this stack on the left. So we have Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson, Winter's Bone by Daniel Woodrell, Nevada by Imogen Benny, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, Life After God by Douglas Coupland, The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, The House of Mirth by Edith Wharton, Summer by Edith Wharton, One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn, translated by Max Hayward and Ronald Hingley, and Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. So then in the next section to the right of that, I have World War Z by Max Brooks, Consider the Lobster by David Foster Wallace, In Order to Live by Yeonmi Park, Dolly City by Orly Castell Bloom, translated by Dahlia Bilu, The Rook by Daniel O'Malley, Dune by Frank Herbert, and Eleanor and Park, Fangirl, and Landline, all by Rainbow Rowell. On the next shelf down, I have, first of all, this little kitty figure. Don't remember where that came from. And then starting on the left again, I have Smoke Gets in Your Eyes and Other Lessons from the Crematory by Caitlin Doty, Born Standing Up by Steve Martin, Shop Girl by Steve Martin, Who is Teddy Villanova by Thomas Berger, The Rules of Attraction by Bret Easton Ellis, White Oleander by Janet Fitch, Alfred Hitchcock Presents Stories Not for the Nervous, Animal Farm by George Orwell, 1984 by George Orwell, The Seer by Ali Smith, A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, and The Wanting Seed by Anthony Burgess. And next for the big stack, The Best American Science Writing of 2007, edited by Gina Colada. The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. The Anti-People by Soni Labu-Tanzi, translated by J.A. Underwood. The Shock of the Fall by Nathan Filer. The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. Retro Lives by Lee Grimes. Guests of the Sheik, An Ethnography of an Iraqi Village by Elizabeth Warnock Furnia. Islam, What Non-Muslims Should Know by John Kaltner. Into the Land of the Unicorns by Bruce Covell. Bruce Covell's Book of Monsters. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey. The Hound of the Baskervilles by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Invasion of the Body Snatchers by Jack Finney. On the Beach by Neville Shute. Selected Poems by Gwendolyn Brooks, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson. And now for the bottom shelf, I have Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut, Slammerkin by Emma Donoghue, A Brief History of Seven Killings by Marlon James, The Road by Cormac McCarthy, Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath, 666 by Jay Anson, Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay, This Is Where I Leave You by Jonathan Tropper, You Deserve a Drink, Boozy Misadventures and Tales of Debauchery by Mamrie Hart, and House of Sand and Fog by Andre Dubus III. And for this last part on the right, I have The Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Rip Van Winkle by Washington Irving, Let Me In, aka Let the Right One In by John Ajvide Lindquist, translated by Ebba Segerberg, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison, Apocalypse Cow by Michael Logan, Native Son, Black Boy, and 12 Million Black Voices, all by Richard Wright. Why the Last Man, Volume 1, Unmanned by Brian K. Vaughan. And lastly, Bitch Planet, Volume 1, Extraordinary Machine by Kelly Sue DeConnick. And that is all. Like I said, if there's any books that you see here that I haven't talked about before that you'd like to hear me talk about, just let me know. There'll be links below where you can find myself and Megan other places on the internet. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.